Hi, welcome back. We are going to talk about what are we made of? And I'm sure you've heard of the saying, you are what you eat. And that is the focus of today's lecture. We are going to talk about how we go from the things that we eat and these small atoms and molecules to making up a human. So elements matter. Our food is made up of matter, molecules, atoms, and they're made up of elements. So elements you've hopefully maybe seen in your life, a periodic table. Elements are a combination on the periodic table. When you look at it, you can see an atomic number, which represents the number of protons. The element symbol for this one showing is carbon. The mass number, which represents the number of protons and plus the number of neutrons. Our bodies are made up of elements, and the most popular elements in our bodies are OCHN, or oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, and nitrogen. You can see the breakdown here in this pie chart here. We are made up of a lot of oxygen, a lot of carbon, some hydrogen, a little bit of nitrogen, and then some trace elements in there, some calcium, phosphorus, potassium, sulfur, sodium, chlorine, nitrogen. So just a little bit of other things, and they all come from food. We are built from four types of molecules. So our elements build up molecules, and we're built of four types of biomolecules, is what we call them. We are built of proteins, lipids, carbohydrates, and nucleic acids. That's what we are made of. And we're going to go over these four types of molecules briefly in this lecture. So carbohydrates are probably my favorite biomolecule, and maybe a lot of your favorite biomolecules. We just came out of the break, and maybe you had a lot of carbohydrates during the break, and they really help function our body through energy and structure. Um, Sugar is the basis of all carbohydrates, no matter what type of carbohydrate they are, whether they're potatoes or rice or anything like that. The basic building block of carbohydrate is a sugar molecule. Lipids, their function in our body is to insulate and protect. They provide a small amount of energy, and they are self-signaling. Some lipids are hormones, like cholesterol down here. This molecule down here is cholesterol. Whoops. And they provide some cell signaling. There are good types of lipids and not so good types of lipids, like butter is saturated and oils are unsaturated, and they can provide different types of benefits to us. Insulating as far as keeping us warm and protecting. They provide barriers for our cells. Lipids provide our cell membrane barriers. Protein is the big one in our body. They provide structure, a lot of structure to our bodies. They help in metabolism and so much more. Proteins are do a lot of work in our body. Um, e- Everything is made up of protein there. There's a protein that does a lot of different things in your body. You can name tons of different types of protein. Your hair, keratin is protein. There's so many different types of proteins. And Protein is definitely a hero in your body. Nucleic acids, the last of the biomolecules, is really the information, and it is for the information needed for building the organism. And we need the nucleic acid. It encodes all of the secret information to go from a cell to a larger organism. And that is it. That is what are made of. That is how we go from what you eat and how our body takes what we consume and make it into, and we use all of those types of biomolecules and they function in our body.